agora. Vamos lá, então. Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. I'm ready when you are. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
Nossa. Ah, moleque. Ah, eu tô no Instituto. Até no save já aparece. Aí. Pelo visto não rola ainda mexer. Tudo parece tão organizadinho. Uma música clássica.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Nossa.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much. Believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. Radiation affected everyone, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above. Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted, but it's the only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I stand unarmed before you. Please, let's just talk.
If this is true, where do we start?
I know you must have questions. Please, anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that. Still, I do regret never having known her. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
He was a murderer. He killed your mother.
Believe me, I am well aware of the atrocities Kellogg committed.
I suspect there are many more we'll never know of. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades with the Institute.
But direct...
I was the most qualified for the... I've lived my life within these walls. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen, just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on the verge of some important... I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after...
Sure. Maybe.
I know. And I am sorry. The Institute can provide a better... You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better... I realize that. I hope that you can see that rationally. I simply ask that you give the Institute me. We really do have you. Will you take that chance? Just give it. The Institute is now your home. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Shaun, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
You made a child synth that looks like you. It's an abomination.
It's a synth, not a human being. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the... But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent, do you think you could love him?
Seriously?
That's a difficult question. Yours is a unique position. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small...
Shaun.
Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Caraca, meu, eu não sei nem como dizer o que eu tô processando. Cara, eu já testei aqui, se matar o Shaun, ele morre sem reagir. Vamos ver então. Loucura, cara. Vamos conhecer o resto do pessoal então. Tão lindo. Acho que é aqui fora mesmo. descer primeiro.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Vai. Ah, vou ouvir pra falar. Vai bizarro.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this
We're all looking forward to working with you.
The phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know.
Doc.
Most of them
They
have
weren't
lasted
kidding.
long past their
They really
projected
are here.
lifespans.
Well, all
If you
right.
ask me,
I'm Allie.
they were built
Allie
pretty
Thorne.
well.
You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Shaun implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full...
Dr.
There we
Fillmore.
go.
What's
All
on your
set.
mind?
Unit, you can return to duty.
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low-priority maintenance and labor.
Allie,
Thanks again.
Of course.
Hey, what do you need?
it must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into... Fortunately, advanced systems has always worked.
Sure.
It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know.
Nothing to report, sir.
Child synth. It's just remarkable.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed. Reporting status. All functions normal.
Caraca, velho.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Hey there.
I wouldn't be here, not for your son.
Hi.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. Don't recharge unless your primary levels are below 2%.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Ai, catar coquinho.
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold.
Hey there.
Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical and get a file going on you. No hurry, though.
You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable? In the meantime, you come... We'll do that checkup when you're good and ready. Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
I know you'll achieve great things.
I need medical attention.
We all do.
Take good care of yourself, and you won't have to see too much of me.
Dr. Volkert, can you see to my injuries?
All this advanced technology, and we still can't cure the common cold.
Liam, I forgot to tell you, your friend Brendan came by looking for you.
Thanks.
There.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to maximum productivity.
Every symptom you experience.
I don't think you knew it.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Let's have a look. Well, I've certainly seen worse. Now, hold still. Please.
Ei,
There. Good thing you didn't turn to one of those Commonwealth butchers for medical care. We've got some medical supplies over at Requisitions. I suggest you stop.
Remember to conserve power at every
Terminal's got
opportunity.
this locked. Sweet.
bora.
You know the protocol, sir.
Operating at full capacity.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message.
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What
Vou voltar, quero falar aqueles bananas ali. Mas que troço maluco.
Nominal.
People on the surface have got it pretty bad. Makes me thankful for being down here.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome, welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Dr. Oberlin.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles. I hope all your needs are being seen too. You just let me know if you're not.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Please don't get any germs on me.
All maintenance requests should be directed to the Facilities Division.
Greetings, sir.
Bioscience. Caraca, basicamente nosso filho é o cabeça da porra toda. Se realmente é nosso filho. Ah. Claro.
Nice. That's it.
Ah, mais. Ah, não. Não é tão sossegado quando se fala aqui, então.
Clear. Negative sensor read. Weapons pulled.
Don't have any bobby pins.
Nossa.
Out of bobby pins. That's it.
Caso exista mais alguma, né? Claro. Corre. Deus me livre esse Saltron. Mas tem coisa que tá começando a feder aqui dentro.
Have you had time to examine my latest reports on Batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing.
So good to have you here.
Wally must
Dr.
be close
Clayton
to 10 years
Holden,
old by now.
head of the Bioscience
It's remarkable that any
I
child
can't
can
wait for you to
survive
see
for
the
so
work
long,
we're doing.
don't you think?
It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure that, to that end, we cultivate high... We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job. The initiative is still in its early stages. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as...
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know. In any case, I imagine you'll want to...
Uh-huh. Tell me more about...
On the whole, I'd say they were... Unfortunately, they destroyed...
Clayton.
Good to see you again. Did you need something?
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Caraca.
Hello.
Gorila sintético.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Loucura, velho. Loucura total. setor de biométricos. Bioscience.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Operating at full capacity.
Advanced Insight Systems. Vamos lá.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she?
Hi. Nothing.
Not
At this point,
everything
she's
you've
just
heard
doing
about
it for
the
fun.
Institute is true. Give us a chance.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere.
I hope you and Father try to make up the time you've lost. Family is
Excuse me, Doctor.
Since you're new here,
Well,
you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough, if you ask me. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read.
Sure.
Take care, then.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. Well,
Uh-huh. What is it you're working on?
advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Corsair chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Nossa, e agora?
A Corsair chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee?
Yes, things are... I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer...
Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't...
Taking your new appointment in stride. Very well. We've shifted resources off of... I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts...
Dr. Lee. I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
Dr. Lee. Tell me about the people...
I'm not sure what there is to... Dr. Watson is the... Dr. Ormond is one of the young...
Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma pistol concept. High energy weapons are sort of... Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say, I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
Brincadeira, hein? Já fomos aqui nos sistemas avançados.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Hello.
You are authorized to access my stock of supplies. I I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Robóticos. Robóticos. Pra encerrar o episódio, na verdade, do Robóticos.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movements while
Hey, Doc.
you're about to launch into one of your...
You're finally with about
I'd just like to apologize for any trouble our synths may have caused for you on your way here. They, of course, couldn't be told with you, most of which I designed myself.
What's it to you?
Oh, forgive me, I realize... Well, I understand. If you require anything, especially...
Doctor.
Today is full of possibilities. What a lovely day.
Hey.
Isn't my day?
With our first-generation synths, we've improved upon humanity.
Hi, Doc.
You've arrived at a momentous time.
Acho que a gente já explorou todos os lugares daqui.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
Acho que sim.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Scanning. Unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see that?
Hey, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and real people.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, it's wasted potential. In any case, I suppose perhaps a fresh perspective. Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Welcome to the Institute, sir. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Reporting status.
Os caras. E eu vou falar com esse cara agora, eu acho. Aí. Um dos líderes.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Hi, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ao, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, it's nothing personal. I don't trust anyone. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human...
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings. As to why they're escaping? That matters. Our main instrument is the corsair. Corsairs hunt down and they are highly self-sufficient. But I gather you know all this. In fact...
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a corsair should be more than a magic. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to... Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation.
Fine. Once a corsair, we then begin the in the old two.
Tá, beleza. Ele vai falar aí umas coisas que talvez interessem aqui. Olha só. Quer nem saber. Vamos botar o disco de varredura de rede. Oh, fucking yeah! Completamos a missão do Instituto e agora eu vou picar a mula. Cadê tu, pai? Cadê tu, filho? Sei lá. Tá aqui ele.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be the superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will, can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, as you're about to see, however, they can become... A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a corsair to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
Caraca.
It might not want to talk. It would be safer just to kill it.
That would be a terrible waste of a valuable. If at all possible, that synth should be returned. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Shaun.
The sooner that synth is safely back in the Institute, the better for everyone.